Welcome to Coffee Talk with Chelle, where there's always variety in life. I'm so excited tonight for our special segment, Open Mic Night. We have Christy in the audience from Los Angeles, well, near there, about an hour away, but still, it's near LA. And of course, I'm Chelle. I'm the host, and I'm in the Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas area on the Fort Worth side, as y'all know, if you're a loyal listener. And we are a special guest performer tonight. He is doing triple duty, y'all. He will be performing music, comedy, and poetry, my favorite combination. And his name is ZM Wise. And before I forget, ZM Wise, would you like to share how people can find you online?
Yes, most definitely. So because I don't own the site just yes, it's through Wix, but it's zmwise.wixsite.com/zmwise the poet. I realize it's a pretty long title, but a pretty long URL rather, but I'll give you the actual description, the link, so you could click on it and it'll direct you to the site.
Perfect. And what is the first of your three performances tonight? What will we be starting with?
I thought of doing a verse sandwich. Each of the two verses are going to be buns for a second, and the comedy is going to be the meat, as it were. Or
perfect.
Yeah. So this is an a cappella song. This is something I wrote 10 years ago. It was very bluesy. It was inspired by one of my favorite musicians, who's also a poet as well, Mark Bolan. And if any of you don't recognize his name, he was the frontman for T-Rex back in the 60s and 70s, mostly 70s.
So nice. I was born in the 70s. Very nice.
Great year for music. Great year
74.
For music.
That's my birth year.
Ooh, nice. Hey, that's when Diamond Dogs by Bowie came out, one of my favorite albums. So so this is Love for the Stones. Okay, here we go. These stones are loved in the calm.
Uh-oh, he froze. Sorry, y'all. ZMWise will be right back. Chromebooking, he calls it, causes this delay, this freeze up. But so far, so good. Hopefully we'll get him back now. I can't hear you, ZMWise. I think you froze up again.
Ooh, hey, oh. These stones are loved as time goes by. These stones are loved as the corpses cry. Ooh, hey, oh. These stones are gone until the last decade's dawn.
That was beautiful. It froze up again, y'all. So I'm sure we'll hear ZMY's voice in just a moment again. But that was beautiful. I'd never heard that song before, so it was very interesting, very somber.
So frozen, or did I come?
No, well, we heard most of it. It's okay. We heard most of the song. I was just saying I had never heard that song before. It was very interesting and somber and beautiful at the same time. I teach recovery, so I appreciate songs like that, actually.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I'm glad you heard. I'm glad you heard most of it. You know, that's what I call Chromebooking.
Exactly. I mentioned that earlier when you were frozen.
so like whenever I freeze, just don't let your ADD wander too far. I'll come back, I promise.
I try to entertain in between, no worries. All right. And we have a couple more acts by ZMWise. What is your next act?
So there are times when I write down little bits of wit and wisdom. I call them vanity quotes because I feel so arrogant when writing down something that could potentially be a great quote, like that was a good one. You know, it's just so I might as well own it. I'll call them vanity quotes. This is just, sort of like what Emo Phillips used to do. These, or I'm sorry, maybe I should say Stephen Wright, just like one-liners and just various pieces. I have no set routine, so we're just going to be jumping all over the place. So many people who know me know that I am pretty much made of puns, or dad jokes as they call them now. And this one actually happened in a dream. I kid you not. My friends and I were spending time with none other than Freddie Mercury. And we were in a pub somewhere. And those of you who know Queen know that they made the music for the soundtrack of Flash Gordon. And
oh no, the story is getting so good, and you went mute again. Come back. I want to hear more about that. Oh man, Kirsty, I can't wait to hear the rest of this story.
Freddie Mercury wasn't positively received in the dream, but that's all right. That's all right. What are you gonna do? I do love words very, very much. I love learning these words that have no English translation, and they contain such beautiful and powerful meanings. I've subscribed to what is known as word porn, and they'll send you, or you could look at pictures of all these beautiful words and their definitions, and it's been so inspirational. But I will say I have no time, absolutely no time for most modern day slang words, and even slang words that have been around for some time, because I'm usually one of the last to find out. And when that happens, my mind usually wanders somewhere else. I'll give you a couple of examples. Twerk. Twerk was, that was pretty interesting. I used to think it was an insult. I used to think somebody combined the words twisted jerk and created twerk. I'm guessing that's one reason why that terrible reckless driver looked at me funny after he cut me off, and I said, "You twerk!" So that wasn't nice. And the way I found out about the word was just embarrassing beyond all belief. I used to work at this law firm, and everyone was pretty much in close proximity of each other, and the offices were adjacent to one another, and if you yelled something, it wouldn't have to travel very far to reach someone else. Nobody ever bothered getting up. I liked getting up. I need momentum. But I had grown pretty close with my supervisor at the time, so the office was buzzing. There were 20, 25 of us in there. And I asked her, "Hey, what does twerk mean?" Everyone went silent. I received an email in all capital letters that said, "Come in here right now." Oh. And I said, "That's it. I'm getting fired over a word. Maybe this was racist or something. I don't know. I guess so." So of course I'm getting up to go inside her office, just tremors all over. She closes the door and said, "Listen, you can't use that word here." I'm like, "Why? What does it mean?" And she said, "I'll show you." And I said, "Wait, you're not going to fire me?"
Oh no, the story gets so good, and then he freezes up.
Always.
I know he said the boss was showing him what twerking is. I'm guessing she actually twerked for him.
Yep. Right.
You could say. So it's cool. It's cool. Another one. I think another classic example for me was probably the term metrosexual. And my friend and I were downtown, and we both saw this well-groomed looking man, and she said, "Hey, doesn't he look metrosexual?" And I said, "Shh, will you keep your voice down?" And she said, "What?" And I said, "He could get arrested for that." And she said, "What, being himself?" And she's like, "Do you know what that word means?" And I said, "Yes. Metrosexual means when two people are answering the nature's call on a bus." And she said, no, that's not what that means at all. So she explained the meaning, and I think the final example, this was good. I'm so glad this conversation took place online and online only. Otherwise, I would have a red handprint here. It was right around the time when the phrase Netflix and chill became popular. Me, I took that literally, and I was just starting how to use Netflix. In fact, I don't really know how to use any advanced technology because my phone looks like this. So.
Oh, flip phone, nice.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Yes, indeed. So this lovely woman and I, we were chatting online. This was like 5-6 years ago. We clicked, and this was like I said, this was around the time I was starting to learn how to use Netflix, and that phrase was starting to become more popular. And so I asked her. I said, "Hey, would you maybe want to Netflix and chill sometime?" And then I was blocked. And I said, "Are you kidding me? What did I say now?" So I called that very same friend from the aforementioned story, and I asked her, what does this mean? I told her what happened and everything. She said, "You just asked her if she wanted to come over and have sex with you." And I said, "No, I didn't. I asked if she wanted to come over, watch Netflix, and spend time together." And she said, "No, that's not what that means, number one. And number two, I don't care how long you've been talking, that proposal's just indecent in general." And I said, "Yeah, in retrospect, you're probably right. I was still a stupid kid." So yeah. So don't ever run any slang words by me. I'm just, because that's where my head's going to go. It's just over here, over here, over here. So yeah. Okay. So that's enough.
That was great. That was great. I want to add on that note that I am very similar, and that I thought 69 meant feet until my friends explained one night to me what it meant when I was in college. And I said, "Why would anyone want to do 69? That's disgusting. Suck each other's feet." And all my friends laughed so hard, fell on the floor, and no one would want to tell me what it meant because they were laughing so hard. So don't feel bad. And the second note on that is my very first friend I ever met on the internet was a guy from Iowa. His nickname Joey, cool name Joey. And I got mad at him because he asked me something about BF, and I thought it meant like but an F word. And I was like, "I don't do that. How dare you?" And he was like, "No, Chelle, that means do you have a boyfriend?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." We are still friends to this day. Like, I saw him, and it's amazing. We visited in real life and online, and we've been friends since that incident. My very first friend online since 1995. So sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't when you learn new words. Anyway, so we have a final act by ZM Wise tonight. Let's see, you did your no, you haven't done poetry. You saved poetry for last. You did comedy and music. So I can't wait to hear your poetry. You saved the best for last, I'm sure. But it's all been good so far.
Aren't you sweet? Thank you so much. I paid her to say that, folks. No, I'm kidding. Sorry. So this poem was recently published in the Blake Jones Review, and you can find.
Uh-oh, and he muted right after he told us his poem was published. He froze up again. I really want to hear it.
I do too.
I know. I'm having so much fun. I'm so happy he joined us.
You're doing great so far.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Nope.
You're doing great. It's just that Chromebooking that's not doing great.
Chromebooking for the win. This is a clean show, so this is the finger I'm showing. So,
yeah, I don't want to say clean show and then look what I just shared. My own story. I meant well.
Hey, it happens to the best of us, right? So, all right. Infinite structure of ink on blank pages of vibrating sand. Ambitious creature, I know you from a foreseen road. You would perform imperfect love ballads as reflected from gowns of a river swan, catching prey in glass spider webs woven from an arachnid kiln. It was blown in the fashion of mythology's image, scarred by its own accord and binding will. Hello, have a poem. Eat these words which I command you this day to teach the descendants to believe in no one but themselves, to surpass the serpents of sorrow, to exceed the elephants of elation, to merge with their elemental guardians. Gods for sale, goddesses for resale, deities immortalized beyond the pale, deities become mortal only to be impaled. Infinite structure of ink on blank pages of vibrating sand, kinetic particles moving and grooving to the beat of myth Poya's song. Let nature's bygones be gone. Let nature's bystanders stand. Let nature's passers-by pass. I love you, half who I do not require. Let us enter love-stained sheets and retire. Goodbye. Give me back my poem.
Wow, snap, snap, snap for you.
Snap.
Very good. Oh, and remind everyone once again how to find you online, ZM Wise.
Of course. So it's it's zmwise.wixsite.com/zmwisethepoet. And the link shall be included in the description, of course.
Very cool. Yes, definitely. Very cool. So what I'm going to do, y'all, if you're listening to the podcast, you can go to my YouTube channel, Coffee Talk WC on YouTube, and find me there. I'm going to upload the video, and also ZM Wise is going to upload the video from there as well. So you can go to his channel as well, get his info again, and put that in the description. I'm so excited. So thank you, Lisa, so much for being a wonderful audience member and being so patient, waiting tonight and hanging out with me in the meantime. And ZM Wise, you saved the day. You really did. You were the show tonight. So and then you had a triple act. I mean, it couldn't have worked out better, honestly. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. It was a huge honor. Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure. I'm happy to host. So, and don't forget, I'll keep hosting. So click follow on the Eventbrite. Just click follow like under where you found the event or whatever, my name. And that way when the new events pop up, you'll automatically see them. You'll get email notifications.
All right.
Oh, splendid. Yeah, I will most definitely follow you.
All right, perfect. All right, appreciate that. All right, well, Lisa and ZM Wise, would you like to say good night to everybody?
Good night. Good
Of course.
night.
Good night, everyone. Love and peace. This is Chelle signing off. Keep tuning in to Coffee Talk with Chelle, where there's always variety in life. Huge thanks again to our performers, ZM Wise, Triple Act, Wow, and Lisa, who is an amazing transcriptionist. I almost said the wrong word. Not typist, but transcriptionist. There is a difference. And I love learning a lot from her. But she also is a creator. She also is a comedian and a writer. So I can't wait, and I really hope you come back, Lisa, and perform. Challenge on. All right. Have a good night, y'all. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Good night. Fox
Bye.
Wisdom. Namaste.
Namaste.